Alright, so today's video is changing the valve cover gasket in my wife's Mini Cooper. And the reason why I'm changing it is when I was changing the spark plugs, there was oil in the hole where the spark plugs sit, and you can see it like where it was seeping out of the hole. And also, like, it's not a hard task, but I really wanted to try out this new light that my wife got me for Christmas. And if you see my other videos, you always see that I'm trying to fight with the light, trying to get it into a good spot. And yeah, so I wanted to try it out on a video, and what a perfect opportunity too. So I'm gonna set you up. First, I gotta get this cover off. This is my first valve cover gasket, which on a normal car like my 240 would be probably easy, but it being a Mini Cooper with a bunch of vacuum lines, electrical connectors, and like these solenoid valves and stuff, it's gonna be throwing me off a little bit. So we're gonna see if I can do it. I'm gonna have to, because if I take it apart, it's gotta come back off or go back on. Alright, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that, but there's oil in there. It's only a little bit, so it's nothing crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna change the valve cover gasket when I can. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that all. This all off. That back. Take that off. And pull it right off. There's your intake right off. Now it's just a straight shot right to the valve cover bolts. Alright, so I'm not going to bother with the vacuum line. I'm just going to start taking off all the bolts. I did this one off camera just because it's hard to get to. Like, I have to pull this over and out of the way enough where I can get a socket. It's a 10 mil. And yeah, so I'm not even going to bother. I didn't want to bother showing y'all. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more to take it all off. So that's all I'm going to do. With this one, I found out you just pull the whole assembly straight up, and right there, this is gonna come off here. Like, this is on this side of this bracket. All you gotta do is slide it up and out, and now you have access to that one weird ass access bolt. Other than that, everything else is off, other than these clips, but we're gonna leave those on just because we're gonna flip it over. gasket that I'm pulling out right now. I'm gonna walk it out. I'll follow how it goes. I'm gonna lay it down the way it's set in the car so I can organize the next one. So yeah, here are the innards of a Mini Cooper 1.6 liter. And you can see right there, this is a seal that is allowing oil. That one's allowing oil. That one's allowing a lot of oil. That one's not. So 3 out of the 4 cylinders are the spark plug seals were allowing oil in, and that's why I took it off. The other 2 are stuck in here. And this is a new kit right here. I'm gonna open that up. First, I'm gonna do this off camera, but I'm gonna clean off all this gunk. So when I put the new seal, it's sitting on a fresh area, does not have a chance of leaking again, at least for a long time. All right, what I'm doing right now is, as you can see, I'm trying to get all that buildup off because the back, for some reason, is a lot dirtier and a lot gunkier than the front. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking a brass pick and I'm just scraping off all the gunk. It's not where the seal sits, because you can see where the seal sits right on the outside of it. But since I'm in here, might as well just wipe off all this gunk. And this way you know you have a legit seal. All I gotta do is throw some oil on there to create a seal. It is just like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'll lube it up, oil it up, place it in the valve cover, and go from there. Clean up the holes, threw some fresh fluid on the on the sealing surface and right here on the seal, just so when they mate, it has a fresh fluid seal on top of the normal seal. All right, now I tightened them all up. They're all torqued. I got these 2, but whatever, I'll knock those out real quick. But yeah, what I like, well, I was tying, after I snugged them up, I was starting to tighten them up to bottom them out to compress it. You felt the seal getting compressed, so you know it's expanding in that little chamber that it sits. So that gives you like a warm fuzzy that it's gonna be a good seal all the way around every bolt. It felt like I was compressing the seal. So that's a good indicator that the seal is expanding into its little chamber, causing a good seal. I said this is more for the people who've never done something like this and want to knock it out and not pay. This would probably be like $200, $300 at the Mini Cooper dealership, or even like a mom and pop shop. So this is sort of those guys who want to barely attempt it. It's not crazy hard, but you just want to take your time with it and be very vigilant of what you're doing, because a lot of the stuff, like a couple of these freaking plastic things broke. Like, why they use plastic for these damn things and clips, I don't know. It's very cheap and it's gonna break when you try to even disconnect it. Like, I'm surprised these didn't break. But like stuff like this, you can see it just broke. This is just me trying to barely put any pressure, because I knew it was gonna be kind of weak. Barely putting any pressure to take it off, and it snaps. So stuff like that's gonna happen. It's whatever. Like I cut these little zip ties that hold these wires in the back, but it's not a big deal because it's just gonna sit right there. It's not like it's gonna move anywhere. But yeah, this is more for like new guys, never done something like this. This is my first time doing a valve cover, but I have a general understanding of mechanics, so that's why I feel comfortable doing it on my own vehicle. And there you go. That's how you change a valve cover gasket. And this is a 2008 Mini Cooper. And I hope it helps you guys. Have a good one.